got long hair flowing, has a permanent glow up. RNG's is taking over, it's time to blow up. On Twitch he's preaching the magic in his veins, entertaining the masses, winning every game. The chat is left speechless, every perfect play. RNG's dominates, his opponents pray. RNG's the quick draft god, on top of the game, slamming spells, leaving his opponents in shame. Always in mythic, he's got the perfect hand. RNG's quick draft god, more than a man. Worship RNG's, worship RNG's, worship RNG's, RNG's. RNG's the quick draft god, on top of the game, slamming spells, leaving his opponents in shame. Always in mythic, he's got the perfect hand. RNG's quick draft god, more than a man. Worship RNG's, worship RNG's, worship RNG's, RNG's.
And we're back. All right. So, Modern Horizons 3 Limited is now available for quick draft. So I guess we can try one of those out. We are mythic in draft, so might be a little tough. We don't know the cards. We'll go through it. Probably the first draft super slow. Read through all the cards. Go ahead and shout out bangers when you see them. Still trying to get it to mythic in constructed, but kind of slow going. Gotta put in the hours. So I guess we're getting a little sidetracked here by some draft. That's okay. We enjoy draft more anyways. So let's do that. What are the heard Deathsea likes green. Green's good. Heard there's a busted green-red common. Other than that, I don't know too much. Some Eldrazi shenanigans. Blue-white energy. I guess there's energy as well. Flyers play flying creatures that get stronger the more energy you have. Use them to attack your opponents or otherwise find tricky ways to get past your opponent's blockers. Demir card draw. This classic EB control deck employs a variety of ways to draw additional cards, then leverages them for additional effects to dominate the battlefield. Red-black Rakdos artifacts. Start small, go big. This BR deck uses a variety of artifact synergies, including the infamous affinity to summon powerhouses from Magic's past and future. Red-green Gruul. Eldrazi spawn. Even the smallest Eldrazi are worthy of fear. Overwhelm your opponent with your terrifying Eldrazi horde, aided by Eldrazi spawn tokens in this red-green deck. White-green Selesnya, modified Bestow. Bestow gives you the versatility to play creatures or use them as auras to buff others. Go tall and then dare your opponent to stop you from going wide if they can weather the first storm. All right. So that's the intro. I guess we'll just jump into a draft, see what happens. So we're spending gems here. Okay, see what we got. Multiple rares. 7 Savine's Reclamation. 2 and a white sorcery. Return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. If this spell was cast from a graveyard, you may copy this spell and may choose a new target for the copy. Flashback is 5. Detective's Phoenix. 3 mana 2/2. Bestow for a red, collect evidence 6. Flying Haste. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2, has flying and haste. You may cast Detective's Phoenix from your graveyard using its bestow ability. And bestow is, if you cast this card for its bestow cost, it's an aura spell with enchant creature. It becomes a creature again if it's not attached. Interesting. Does that mean if it dies, goes to the graveyard, I attach it to another creature, that creature dies, it becomes a 2/2 flying creature again? Is that how it works? Seems strong. I guess even just a 3-mana 2/2 flying hasty dude can come back as a +2/+2 flying in haste enchantment for 1 and collect evidence 6. Seems good. Boggart Trawler, 3-mana 3/1. There's a battlefield, exile target player graveyard. There's a battlefield, you may pay 3. If you don't, and there's a battlefield tapped. So it's also a land, like those. Monstrous Vortex, 4-mana enchantment. Whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, discover X, where X is that spell's mana cost. Propagator Drone, 1 and a green, Devoid. Devoid card has no color. It's a 2/2 with creature tokens you control have evolve. They have whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, if it has greater power or toughness than this token, put a +1/+1 counter on this token. They see this creature enter. 4, create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn creature token with sacrifice this creature, add a colorless. Seems really good. Creature tokens you control have evolve. So probably wouldn't be surprised if this is better, but I think I'm on the rare still. Signature Slam, 2 and a green, put a +1/+1 on target creature you control. Then each modified creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Some removal. Dross Claw, living weapon. Artifact. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature attacks, each opponent loses a life. Equipped for 2. When this equipment enters the battlefield, create a 0/0 black Phyrexian Germ creature token, then attach this to it. Galvanic Discharge, instant. Choose target creature or planeswalker. You get 3 energy. Then you may pay any amount of energy. Galvanic Discharge deals that much damage to the permanent. Colossal Dreadmass, 6-mana living weapon, +6/+6, and has trample, equipped for 5. Malevolent Rumble, 1 and a green sorcery. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand, put the rest into your graveyard, create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn, sacrifice to add a colorless. Obstinate Gargoyle, 3-mana 2/2. It's flying as long as it's modified. Persist. When it dies, if it has no -1 counters on it, return to the battlefield under its owner's control with a -1 counter on it. Very interesting. I like the art. Reminds me of the old Gargoyles cartoon. Cyclops Superconductor, 3-mana 2/2 prowess. There's a battlefield, get 3 energy. Whenever it dies, when it dies, you pay 3 energy, deal damage equal to its power to any target. Faithful Watchdog, green white 0/0 Vigi. There's a battlefield with 3 +1/+1 counters on it. Just a 2-mana 3/3 vigilance. Okay. Seems good. Bountiful Landscape, tap to add a colorless, sack it, search your library for a basic forest, island, or mountain card, put it on the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. It also has cycling for teamer colors. So yeah, Propagator Drone or this Phoenix seems good. So I'm gonna grab this, hope to wheel this thing. Wouldn't be surprised if it's go here, hope to wheel, maybe removal or doge this thing. Okay, about a black mythic. Triple black necro dominance. Skip your draw step. Beginning of your end step, you may pay any amount of life. If you do draw that many cards, maximum hand size is 5. If a card or token would put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. I'm sure there's decks for this in Timeless. Are these Explorer legal? I don't know. Is it any good in draft? Take some look. What do they got for 17 lands? Is there data yet? Doesn't look like it, huh? Haven't seen a lot of games with this card. So probably not great. I guess it's a mythic, so there's less data. Razorgrass Ambush, 1 white, deal 3, target attacking or blocking creature. Reform. 0/1 for 4. When it dies, you get a 3/3 blue fish creature token. When this creature dies, create a 6/6 blue whale creature token. When this creature dies, create a 9/9 blue kraken creature token. There's always a bigger fish. Seems pretty sweet. It seems good, but it's just bad. I might be doing a lot of 17 land. I guess maybe I won't be there. It doesn't look like there's much data yet. All right, we'll have to make our own decisions here. 2 mana, 2/1 first strike. Enters the battlefield, get 2 energy. Then if you cast it from your hand, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card. You may cast that card by paying an amount of energy equal to its mana value rather than paying its mana cost. 2/1 first strike. Fangs of Colonia. Put a +1/+1 on target creature you control, then double the number of +1/+1 counters on each creature that had a +1/+1 counter put on it this way. You can also overload it for 6. If you do, change target to each. Electrozoa. Thriving Skyclaw. Gift of the Viper, +1/+1. Reach counter, add a death touch counter on target creature, untap it. Okay, put a +1/+1 counter on +1/+1 counter, a reach counter, and a death touch counter on target creature, untap it. It's kind of a lot. Kind of a noise trick. 2 mana, 2/1 flyer. Demir. When you draw your 3rd card in a return Sneaky Snacker from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. How hard is it to draw 3 cards? That seems like a lot. Conduit Goblin. There's a battlefield, get 2 energy. Beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay an energy. If you do, another target creature you control gets +1/+0 and gains haste until end of turn. There's some lands. I just want to take the Raptor here. It's another red card. Let me read Necro Dominance one more time. Triple black, legendary enchantment. Skip your draw step. Beginning of your end step, you may pay any amount of life. If you do, draw that many cards. Maximum hand size 5. Card or token would be put into your graveyard from anywhere. Exile it instead. Curious how good this reform is. 0-1 to 3-3 to 6-6 to 9-9. Kind of dope. Maybe with like a sack deck or something. Probably want some way to get rid of the 0-1 and 3-3 pretty quick. Maybe it's just a good blocker for control. I don't know. I think this looks fine. Raptor. Quest for Necropolis, Black Enchantment for 1 landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, put a quest counter on Quest for the Necropolis. Pay 6, sack it, put target creature card from a graveyard on the battlefield under your control. This ability costs 1 less to activate for each quest counter on it. Activate only as a sorcery. A reanimator type of thing. Meteoric Mace, 6 mana. Equipped creature gets +4/+0 and has trample. It's 4 to equip and has cascade. When you cast a spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. You can cast that card without paying its mana cost. Its mana value is less than this spell. Let's put the exiled card in the bottom. Okay. Breaker of Creation, 8 mana, 8/4 Eldrazi. When you cast a spell, you gain 1 life for each colorless permanent you control. It has hexproof from each color, Annihilator 2. Whoever attacks defending player sacrifices 2 permanents. All right, that sounds pretty sweet. I'm into that. Let me know if you want any input. That counts lands. Oh yeah, I welcome unkosher. Yeah, go ahead and spit out your suggestions. This is literally our first draft in the format. I haven't watched a ton of streams of people playing it, so I know basically nothing. So far this looks pretty sweet to me. That counts lands. I might have missed what you were talking about for that one. That's the best way to draft. Let's go. I heard green's strong. I heard there's a Gruul red-green common that's pretty busted. Other than that, I don't know much. Oh, the Eldrazi's life gain counts lands. 1 life for each colorless permanent you control. Oh, that's even better, huh? All right. Love it. Draw a card, scry 2. RG Eldrazi common for 4 is busted. All right, we'll keep our eye out for that one. Hopefully we see it. I haven't seen it yet. Skoa Ember Mage, 6 mana 4/4. Enters battlefield, deal 4 damage to any target. Discard another card named Skoa. Sacrifice 2 mountains. Deal 4 damage to any target. Grandeur. But just from what I've seen from your picks, you've chosen some great stuff. Hell yeah, let's go. We the pack 1 pick 1, there was a green uncommon 2-drop colorless that I think you could pay for to put a 0/1 token, and then if a creature enters the battlefield with power greater than a token, you put a +1/+1 on it, which seemed pretty strong. Wasn't sure. Thought maybe that could be stronger than the Phoenix, but I'll test out the rare. This seems fine. Phoenix is too good. Okay, nice. Void Pouncer, 2 mana 3/1, devoid of color. Kicker for 3. If it was kicked, it enters the battlefield with 2 +1/+1 counters. And a trample counter with haste. Foul Strike. This thing looks pretty good to me. Green-white. Warped Tusker. 7 mana 6/8 reach. When you cast or cycle it, create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn token with a sacrifice, add a colorless. 2 and a green. Sultai land. I guess I'm just on Breaker of Creation here. Is Reanimator possible? This looks kind of cool. Looks like there's some dudes that cycle. These red cards look all right as well. Hard to say. Okay. So let's take this thing. See, I guess we're looking to be ramp. Maybe could be more aggressive and take Void Pouncer. I don't know. Let's go here. The Eldrazi doesn't fit the red. Uh-oh. maybe it was one of those red cards then. Is it the Void Pouncer over the Skoa? Want to be Eldrazi with the Echoes. Echoes of Eternity, 6 mana. Kindred Enchantment Eldrazi. If a triggered ability of a colorless spell you control or another colorless permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Okay. Seems very big. So I guess I'll take it. So what are the ramp colors? I assume green something. Red, green, or ramp. Okay. But they're not the Eldrazi colors. Interesting. 3/3, when cast a spell, and when it dies, create a 0/1 spawn. Oh, they are. Okay, cool. But these red cards don't exactly go with Eldrazi. A little more aggressive, I guess. Or this Eldrazi just doesn't fit these cards, I guess. But we'll try to make it work. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of want to try this. Seems if we live that long and cast something after it, I guess it's good. 3/3 exploit for 4. In control, okay. Raptor doesn't fit with Eldrazi. That makes sense because you don't want to exile it, or it's just way too much energy to ever cast. Only goes with the energy. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay. Let's grab this big thing. Voltstorm Angel. Sacrifice another artifact or creature. Put +1/+1 counter on Dreadmobile. 1 to crew. Mogmob. Also be mindful that we need actual colorless mana to cast Breaker Echoes. Echoes and Breaker. Gotcha. Okay. That. Glad you pointed that out because I didn't know exactly how that works. So I actually need these lands. You can only draft them. There's no. That's the only way to get lands that produce the actual colorless. Is that true? This one actually doesn't do the colors we're looking at, but need some sack lands or Eldrazi spawn tokens or some artifact creatures that make colorless. Gotcha. Okay. So I guess we should probably make that a priority since we have like you said, a triple one and a double one. This thing's triple red for a 3/3. You can sack it, deal 3 damage divided as you choose among 1, 2, or 3 targets. You like this blue sage here. Mandibular Kite. 1 mana living weapon. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. I think Isaiah was liking the kites, or he was looking for him in his white deck the other day. Sage of Unknowable, 1 in a blue, tapped out a colorless. Spend this mana only to activate colorless spells or to activate an ability. Okay, I can see why you like it here. That makes sense. Smelted Charge Bug, 2 mana, 1/3. Get 2 energy. Pay an energy. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, I guess I'm down to take it over this land, I guess. Triple red seems a little tough. All right, here's a couple of lands. There's a Grixis land. Oh, there's also just Worn Power Stone. That's probably better, huh? 4 mana, search your library for an instant card or a card with flash. Reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Here's battlefield tap, blue or black. Yeah, I guess I'm just on Power Stone here. Maybe we can wheel a land. Or you like the Rumble. Or Rumble is good. Okay, I see another thing that does make a colorless. You like the stone? Sweet. All right. Monstrous Vortex. Blood-soaked Insight. Costs 1 less to cast for each 1 life your opponent has lost this turn. Target opponent exiles the top 3 cards of their library. Until the end of your next turn, you may play those cards. If you cast a spell this way, mana of any type can be spent to cast it. Taps for red or black. That looks interesting. Threshold, red tap, sack it, deal 2 damage to any target, activate only if 7 or more lands are in your graveyard. Kind of like this thing. Or this is another Eldrazi, another thing to ramp into. Maybe I'm there. Yeah, I guess I'm on Tusker. Can cycle it for 2 and a green to make a Eldrazi spawn. This thing does look pretty dope, though. 1 less to cast for each life your opponent lost this turn. I do like playing with my opponent's spells, getting value from the land slot. Seems good, but I guess I'm going here. Let's make sure we have enough big stuff to ramp into, and then also stuff that, like you said, stuff that'll tap for colorless, make colorless. You actually like the Blood Soak, but I've never used it or had it cast on me in about 40 drafts. That's crazy. All right, I guess I'm gonna go Tusker here. It looks kind of good, but it's a lot of mana. Or I guess you get a discount if you're hitting them. Here's another Sage. That looks great. Vexing Bauble. Or a player casts a spell. If no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell. Sack Vexing Bauble, draw a card. Some white stuff. I think I saw Ash Lizzle playing a sweet Doge deck earlier. Let's go here. There's a Rumble. Living Weapon. Yeah, I guess I'm down to try the Rumble here. How good's the mana? Can we just be Teamer? Maybe we can let the red stuff go. Splash for the Phoenix. 4 mana, 3/2 flyer, get 3 energy. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 3. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Electrozoa, 2 mana, 3/1 flash flyer. Enters battlefield, get 2 energy. Beginning of your pre-combat main phase. Tap Electrozoa unless you pay an energy. With the sack lands, you can manage pretty well, but you probably be 2-color splash. Okay, sounds good. This trick looks pretty sweet. Should I just grab that, or are these seem kind of meh to me? Viper's great. All right, let's grab this. Hopefully we can get some more green cards. Or I want to add a fourth color here. Meteoric Mace. Cascade for 6. XL non-land card that costs less, so 5 or less. Oh, here's a land. Guess it's gonna be land. Kind of want to try this at some point. Seems maybe passable with the cycling these big dudes. Mace is a bit much, but the sack land now covers 2 of our colors. Let's go. Okay. Void Pouncer. Kicker for 3. Enters the battlefield with 2+ and +1s. That's Electrozoa. I guess I want to take the Void Pouncer. But maybe we're more blue green than we are red. I don't know. This thing doesn't cover the red. Pouncer or Captor. Okay, so this thing's not really that great. All right, let's go Pouncer then. Destroy target creature with flying. Reinforce for 3. Reinforce is discard this card, put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. I don't know if I'm ever this thing looks fine, but I don't know if I'm ever casting a triple red card. So maybe Foul Strike and not play it. Kami of Jealous Thirst. I haven't seen Mog outside of a mono red draft, which is super rare. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Kami of Jealous Thirst. Kami of Jealous Thirst is a 3 mana 1/3 Death Touch Spirit. 5. Each opponent loses 2 life. You gain 2 life. Costs 5 less to activate if you draw 3 or more cards. Only once each turn. Okay. Open a rare of Genku Future Shaper. 2 white blue, 2/5 legendary Moonfolk Wizard. Whenever another non-token permanent you control leaves the battlefield, choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. Create a creature token with those characteristics. 2/2 white fox with vigilance. 1/2 Moonfolk Flyer. 1/1 rat lifelink. You can also pay 5, put a +1/+1 in each creature you control. Seems busted, but it is a new color for us. Charitable Levy. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, put up a collection counter on it. And if there are 3 or more on it, sack it. If you do draw a card, then you may search your library for planes. Put it in. Okay. 4 mana, destroy a creature. Also a land. 5 mana, 3/3 Death Touch Lifelinker. When it dies, create a 1/2 worm artifact. Death Touch with a 2/1 worm artifact lifelink. Ironworks, 3 mana. Whenever you attack, you get a color energy. Tap and pay 3 energy. Create a 3/3 colorless Phyrexian creature with artifact creature token. Only sorcery. Tap to add 1 green for each elf on the battlefield. All right, that seems kind of good. I kind of want to just grab the rare, but what do you do? Whenever you cast a colorless spell, create a 0/1 Eldrazi creature token with sack it, add a colorless. Whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield under your control, deal 1 damage to each opponent. 3 mana 2/2. Doesn't seem too bad. I guess we've seen the rest of them. Can I splash the Genku? Or is that too doing too much? What we got going so far? Ginkgo's busted, but then you have to splash white. The glaring flesh raker would normally be the pick since it ramps damages. Gotcha. And then over this 2-mana, 1/1 mana dork. I guess we don't have any other elves currently. All right, let's try to be colorless, I guess. Blue white. 4-mana 2/5 Wazard. Makes creature tokens when other stuff, non-tokens, leave the battlefield. Yeah, see, that thing seems good. Priest of Titania is an old reprint from Urza Saga that they just included for funsies. I think it might be the only elf in the set. Oh shit, that's not great then. It's not impossible. Depends on how spicy you're feeling. I am feeling pretty spicy. I think I'll try it. I don't mind giving away my red or green cards, I guess. I guess green I'm kind of locked in on, but the red I'm not tied to yet, right? Yeah, let's grab it. Here's a green one. 3-mana 3/4 Devoid. When you cast this spell, exile up to. Splashing isn't too hard with the Abundance of Sacklands. Sweet. Oh, is this the. No, this wasn't the sweet one, I guess. Oh, this is uncommon. All right, what do you do? 3-mana 3/4 Devoid. When you cast this spell, exile up to one target non-creature, non-land permanent opponent controls mana value 4 or less. If you do, Thief of Existence gains when this creature leaves a battlefield, target opponent draws a card. Seems good. Seems like a good one to double up with Echoes. There's also 6/6 Trample Devoid for 4. When you cast this spell, if colorless wasn't spent to cast it, target opponent may put a creature card from their hand onto the battlefield. This thing seems pretty busted too. Ooh, and another Power Stone. Oh shit, so many good things. And then the perfect land for us if we decide not to be red. Wumpus and Titan are busted. Wumpus, Titan's Vanguard, 5-mana 5/5 Devoid. When you cast this spell and whenever it attacks, put a +1/+1 on each colorless creature you control. Damn, yeah, that sounds good too. So busted over the rare. 3-mana 3/4 exile. Non-creature, non-land permanent. Okay, yeah, no, that's good. I thought I got to eat a creature with mana value 4 or less. Not as interesting. So, what do we like better? We like Wumpus, Titan. No wrong answer here. Warren Power Stone goes 3 into 5 sometimes. Oh, I guess this gets red back in my deck, huh? All right, let's go Wumpus and see if we can. Wumpus temps better at the moment since we have Sage for 2. That's true too. I like that. Better long game. Okay, let's go here. Hope to wheel Power Stone or Tranquil. Emissary of Soulfire, 3-mana 1/4. Get 3 energy. You can pay 2 energy. Put an exalted counter on target creature you control. Activating was a sorcery. Exalted is whenever a creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each instance of exalted among permanents you control. Pyretic Rebirth. Turn target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Deal damage equal to that card's mana value up to one target creature or planeswalker. Idol of False Gods is 2 mana artifact Eldrazi. 2 and tap. Create a colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token. Sack to add a colorless. Whenever another Eldrazi you control dies, put +1 on Idol of False Gods. As long as Idol of False Gods has 8 or more +1 on it, it's a 0/0 creature in addition to its other types. And it has Annihilator 2. That seems kind of like what we're trying to do, huh? So I guess I'm on this. Anything else interesting? Watch Doge. Drownyard Lurker, 7 mana, 7/7 Vigi. When you cast or cycle it, create a 0/1 sack add a thing. Okay. I think I like the green one better, right? But also fine. Or they do exactly the same thing. This thing's just 6/8 reach, 7/7 vigilance. I guess it's basically the same thing. Idol is pretty okay. Lets you spend some extra mana, but rarely gets animated. Lurker is probably the safer choice. Interesting. Two mana to cast it, 2 mana to activate it. I have to have colorless to activate it already. Up to you. No wrong answer here. All right. Do like having the mana sink, but yeah, I think maybe you're right here. Playing 2/2, get 3. Whenever you attack, pay 2. Target creature control gains lifelink. Okay. Yeah, let's go here. Argent Deus, 1 and a white artifact. Enters the battlefield with 2 Earl counters on it. Earl, I love my Earl. Whenever 2 or more creatures attack, put an oil counter on it. 2 tap, remove 2 oil counters. Exile another target non-land permanent. Controller draws 2 cards. Interesting. There's also a land. Or a land. I think we're like in blue-green better than blue-red. Never seen anyone with the Deus. Okay. Yeah, it's a little weird. Fangs. Suppressing Ray, 5 mana. Sorcery, tap all creatures target player controls. You may pay X energy, then choose up to X creatures tapped this way. Put a stun counter on each of them. There's the battlefield tapped. It's a blue or white land. Well, that's kind of good. Maybe this is better. This is our second foreboding landscape. Do I prefer a blue-white land for Ginkgo? I think Seething maybe to keep you open to red. All right, you actually like the red stuff. Yeah. Thing is, don't I like this thing better than all 3 of my red cards combined? Potential red Raptor you won't play, so Raptor we don't care about. This is a 2-drop Eldrazi. Phoenix Does look pretty good. Looks like it can win games, especially from the graveyard. But don't I just like this thing better? Especially from grave. Got it. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Hard to say. All right, we do already have one of these. I guess we can grab this. Maybe we have room for a single mountain. All right, another power stone. How many power stones are too many? Single basic of that color. All right, I like it. There's another blue-red land. There's a green-white land. There's just another power stone. How many power stones are too many? We could grab this one and could find ourselves wheeling the other one we saw. That depends on how many 5+ mana cards you have. All right. Kind of like it. And then maybe we wheel one, either of the lands is fine. 2 mana, 2/1. It's not bad. All right, let's do it. Here's a blue Eldrazi Devoid. Enters the battlefield. It becomes your choice of a 3/3 flyer, 2/5 Vigi, or O12 with Defender. I've been hearing some memes about the O12 Defender. Creation. Envoy of Ancestors. Outlast. 1 tap, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Outlast only as a sorcery. Seems fine. I mean, a 3/4 Vigilant. There's a battlefield. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Maybe reveal an artifact or enchantment card from among them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. If you didn't put a card in your hand, put a +1/+1 on the knight. These guys are not actually artifacts. Is that true? These are. So, what do we like here? Not artifacts. How do we feel about Shapeshifter or Envoy? Like anything, can't say I like anything here. Shapeshifter, Envoy are fine. May not end up playing either. Gotcha. Three mana, 2/3. How's our other stuff at being only to cast colorless? All right, I guess we're shape-shifting. Green, white, black. Sure. Shapeshifter's okay. So far, we've no way to modify anything except Phoenix Bestow or Void. Void Pouncer, kick cost. Gotcha. There's that Titania. Or this is another one. Wait, this thing cares about elves too? What the heck? Wirewood Symbiote. Green. 1/1 insect. Return an elf you control to its owner's hand. Untap target creature. Activate only once each turn. Also a reprint. Planar Genesis instant. I don't remember these cards. I took a long break from Magic, so I think this thing may sound familiar, but this does not. Put out there for Timeless Elves deck. Gotcha. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tap. If you don't, put a card from among them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in random order. Top 4 cards. Put land from among them onto the battlefield tapped. If you don't, put a card from among them into your hand. 2 mana ramp or draw a card. So we're definitely blue-green, right? Mana 2/2. There's the battlefield draw a card, scry 2. This seems fine. We just want to land. Maybe just a land, huh? Give us a better chance of casting this thing. How good is Planar Genesis in this deck, you think? You like planar or land? This is the first one to grab a white source. I guess we'll grab that. Not bad. Helps early with a ramp, late game with finding bombs. Yeah, that does seem good. I'll just take the land. Make sure we have enough colorless sources, and I guess it's our first one that fetches a white source for Ginku. There's another one. Create X4/4 white angel creature tokens with flying. You can cycle it for 3. When you cycle it, you may pay X. If you do, create X1/1 soldier creature tokens. Very interesting. XX4. This seems, I don't know. Buried Alive. Search life for up to 3 creature cards. Put them into your graveyard, then shuffle. Ironworks. Kite. I guess I'll take another land. 3 mana 2/2 draw a card. Scry 2 seems fine. Anything here? Charitable Levy. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. Whenever a player casts a non-creature spell, put a collection counter on it. 3 or more. Sack it. Draw a card. Search your library for planes. Put it on the battlefield. Tap. Then shuffle. Nada. Sack an artifact. Draw 2 cards. Flashback. All right. There's another one. There's battlefield. Get 3 energy. Put +1/+1 target creature. Create a 1/1 servo. Eviscerator is an easy way to enable 3 cards for the turn. Oh shit! I missed the draw 3. Oh, sack a creature, draw 2. Gotcha. All right, guess we're power stoning it up. Let's go. +2/+2 flying counter, scry 1. That 2. Power stoning like the Dreamcast just came out. Let's go. Power Stone. That's a throwback for sure. +2/+2. I guess maybe we run this. I guess we have 2 of them already. Some black cards. 2 mana, 2/1. There's battlefield. Pay 2. Tap. Pay 1. Draw a card. Discard a card. Probably not. All right. Pack 3. Oh, we have like 19-ish playables. Don't really want to play some of this stuff. Yeah, actually, there's a lot of stuff we don't want to play, huh? We'll fill it out. All right. Here's another Wampus. Warren Soul Trader. 3 mana, 3/3. Pay life, sack another creature, create a treasure. 2 mana, 1/3 landfall. Whenever land enters the battlefield under control, get an energy, tap and pay 6 energy, draw 3 cards. Annoying Altasaur. 6 mana, 6/5 Cascade, Reach, Trampler. Something to cascade it into or ramp into. 7 mana Cascade. Not amazing. I guess it's just Wampus looking good. Versus Cave looks great. Five mana Devoid. Draw 3 cards, create a 0/1 colorless Eldrazi token. Okay. Get the Wampus. Shrieking Drake, 1 mana, 1/1 flyer, enters the battlefield, return a creature you control to its owner's hand. There's a good old Blood-Soaked Insight. Cephalid Coliseum, tapped out of blue, deal damage to yourself. Blue tap sack, target player draws 3 cards, then discards 3 cards, activate only if 7 or more cards are in your graveyard. Oh, here's a little lurker. Interesting with Genku. Oh. Whenever another non-token permanent you control leaves the battlefield, choose one that hasn't been chosen. I like that. I like where your head's at. Do we have anything else that would just cast it, bounce itself over and over? That's kind of slick. Kind of like it. Otherwise, 4 mana, 4/4. Sacklands also work with Genku. Non-token permanent control leaves the battlefield. Ah, yeah, that seems good. 4 of those. Drownyard Lurker. Love the old school art on there. Yeah, that is interesting. I'm down to try it. We get more energy with this thing. Other than that, it doesn't seem great. Don't have a lot of synergies. Maybe with Breaker of Creation. Gain life. Hexproof from each color. Annihilator 2. Or we can just take a Lurker. Oh, there's an actual waste. Are these worth a pick? For an untapped land that just taps for colorless? No. Good, thank you. All right, maybe we'll try this. If we can do either of those things, it's probably good. Might as well just take a sack land. This thing looks kind of cool, but it doesn't tap for colorless. I guess we have enough sources where that's not a concern. All right, this interests me. I'll try it out. Double red, sack a non-token red creature rather than pay this spell's mana cost. Copy target instant or sorcery spell. Let me choose new target. 1 mana 1/1 afterlife 1. Bestow for 3. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has afterlife 1. Bestow, if you cast this card for its bestow cost, it's an aura and an enchant creature, becomes a creature again if it's not attached. So how does the bestow work? Like if I attach this to a creature and that creature dies, do I get this thing back as a creature or no? Does it just go straight to the graveyard? Oh, I do. Okay, that's kind of cool. So we're looking pretty blue-green splash the white. If the enchanted creature dies, you just get the regular card. Okay, that's dope. Trickster Elk. 3 mana 3/3 bestow for 2. Also works if they kill the creature as you target it. Ah. Not bad. 3 mana bestow 3/3 enchant. Creature loses all abilities and is a elk based power toughness 3/3. Bestow, if you cast this card for its bestow cost, it's an aura. Okay. Vexing Bauble. Serum Visionary. Nyxborn Hydra. X green, bestow green X. Reach Trample. Here's the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each +1/+1 counter on Nyxborn Hydra and has Reach and Trample. Interesting. Or just a 3 mana 2/2 draw card, Scry 2. What do we like here? I think I'm leaning towards the Visionary over Hydra or Elk. We didn't really get any removal, did we? Hydra's the strongest here, but you may consider dropping green. Aren't these like really like one of our best cards though, the green stuff? This is 2 drop. These are pretty bad. Sorry about the Wampus. Okay. I guess we're a ramp deck that does ramp stuff. Great mana draw dump for all the power stones. I love it. I love it. All right, let's do that. Kozilek's Unsealing. 2 and a blue, devoid enchantment. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 4, 5, or 6, create 2 0/1s. Okay. Sack to add colors. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 7 or greater, draw 3 cards. Can that work for us? Seems like it. Here's that Idol of the False Gods again. There's just another Rumble. I think I'm off the red. Although this is removal. Unsealing feels like it fits really well. All right, let's do that. It does seem nice. How about two of them? Here's a symbiote. Unfathomable Truths. 5 mana devoid. Draw 3, create a 0/1. Yeah. Double it up. White, blue, black land. Hard not to. Let's go. Hydra Trainer. 2 mana, 1/1 human warrior. You may exert it as it attacks. When you do, target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of counters on permanents you control. 3, adapt 2. This creature has no +1/+1 counters on it. Put +1/+1. 2 +1/+1 counters on it. This is a 2-drop. Another Gift of the Viper. Probably just land, though. White, blue land. Aether Spike. Choose target spell, you get power, energy. Then you may pay an amount of energy to counter that spell unless the controller pays 1 for each energy paid this way. Deem Inferior. 4 mana sorcery. 1 less to cast for each card you've drawn this turn. The owner of target non-land permanent puts it into their library second from the top or on the bottom. I think I just want the land. Demon Fear kind of meh. Okay. Tune the narrative. Draw a card. Get 2 energy. Colossal Dread Mask. Living Weapon. 6/6. Trample. 5 to equip. Blue, red land. Blue, green land. I guess blue, green land. Let's see what it. How many red lands do I have? I got the one red source. Maybe I don't even play the Phoenix. This is 2, 4, 5. So this is 20-ish playables. Or do I just need to take the red land and play the... Oh, this is red as well. Somebody with 2 red sources. Dreadmark is good, or a sack land. Dread Mask, sorry. Yeah, it seems pretty decent. Do I... There's another thing to ramp into. I'm curious, maybe I can play the Phoenix off of 2 lands? Or am I desperate for playables? And we'll just do the blue-green, splash the white. Hard to say. We got so much ramp. I'll just take this thing, I guess. Bespoke Battle Wagon, 4 mana, 5/6. Tap to add 2 energy. Tap, pay 2 energy. Tap target creature. Tap, pay 3 energy. Draw a card. Pay 4 energy. Becomes an artifact creature until end of turn. Or crew for 4. Petrifying Meddler, 5 mana, 4/5. Devoid Reach. When you cast a spell, tap if you want a target creature, put a stun counter on it. There's a draw spell. Excuse me. Utter Insignificance, 2 mana, enchantment or flash, enchant creature lose all abilities, has base power and toughness, 1/1/3, exile enchanted creature. Or a red, white, black land. Not really for us. Meddler is great. Unfathomable is good. Utter Insight is your removal option. Oof, so many options. Meddler's great. Something to do on 5 with 3 power stones, I guess. How many creatures so far? Just 12. I am a little sad on the no removal, but maybe I just take this. I guess Loving Weapon's a creature as well. Anything else that's really a creature? Best fit, honestly, yeah. I could see it. I think just maybe Power Stone into Meddler can get us back in the game. Or create ball board stalls, or let's do it. All right. How do we like Urza's Cave? Can 3-tap sack it, search for any land. Maybe we run it. Is there a lurker? Sure. Or do I want never felt it was playable, but I suppose it could be. I think, yeah, maybe our mana's fine. Let's kick it out for now. How do we feel about Colosseum versus Lurker? We currently have what? 2, 4. This is 5 lands. This is 22-ish. You like the Lurker. All right. I'm down. I like a big dude, big creature. This thing's not a card, right? Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter that spell, sack it, draw a card. Not a card. All right, let's go here. Works with unsealing, works with echoes. Let's go. Jolted Awake is a white sorcery. Choose up one target artifact or creature card in your graveyard. You get 2 energy. Then you may pay an additional amount of energy equal to that card's mana value. If you do, return it from your graveyard to the battlefield. Cycling 2. We just don't have the energy, right? Or white stuff. All right. Let's hope we got there. So that was a fun first draft. Thanks a lot, Unkosher, going through all the picks. I love all the insight. Literally our first draft in the format. So it looks like we got to make one cut. Maybe it's harvesters. Maybe fine. Maybe shapeshifter. Is that our weakest card? Echoes of Eternity. If a triggered ability of a colorless spell you control or another colorless permanent you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time. Whenever you cast a colorless spell, copy it. You may choose new targets for the copy. Maybe it's Drake. Is Drake just too cute? Or is it he's gonna win us some games here? Maybe even run into scenarios here where you might deck yourself. Oh shit. Echoes of Eternity plus Kozilek's Unsealing might draw you too many cards. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 4, 5, or 6, grade 2. You're not wrong. We have 2 of those, and we could double it up, and we have a bunch of big stuff. Is there anything else I could put in? Another land? Maybe a foul strike? Or we just run the 41 we got. Like Harvester, Shapeshifter. I'm a little worried about early game, so maybe we just let this thing go. You like cutting the shapeshifter like that? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Ton of cyclers on 3. This looks ridiculous, but actually is okay. Yeah, let's see if the other thing is I'm not sure what to expect from the other decks at all. So mostly blue, then green. We got at least one double green card. And the one white card. So I guess 5-6 or 6-5. It's gonna have to do. This is blue white. This is actually just blue. So maybe we'll run a different source over this. This is white green. This is blue green. So maybe I don't run the seething landscape. I don't know. Maybe it's fine. I don't really care about 1-drops. This is like, can drop it if we want. All right, echoes. Maybe I'll leave it. Let's see how this feels. I'm gonna get green. This is like 8 green sources. Nine blue sources. All right, I think we'll try like that. All right, jump in there, see what happens. Good luck. Thank you, Unkosher. Speaking of kosher, we just added a new salt emote for followers. Is Morton's kosher? I can't remember. All right. Up against Geonim. No idea. So we can do, we got this on too. Looks fine. Do I crack this or just want to keep it around for the colorless, I guess? Reveal the top 4. You may put a permanent card from among them into your hand. Keep it for colorless for now. So let's start here. Play our forest into Rumble. Okay, Power Stone, like that. What color is opponent on? Teamer colors. Got a red. Okay, so we gotta put one in the hand. Next turn, probably power stoning. We just want to land here, or just want to keep power stoning into power stones. We got one thing to ramp into. Reveal the top 4 cards of your library and put a permanent card from among them into your hand, then make a 0-1. I guess power stone's fine. You go here for card draw. We already have 3. Yeah, I guess we want the power stone. Power stone or visionary to find the next big thing. Yeah, I like that too. In turn. Pass. My turn. No attacks in turn. Okay, they got their own unsealing, sure. Pass, my turn. So we could just drop a 7/7. Maybe this getting this out first is better. What do you do? So we can go here. So what do we got? We got 2, 4, 6. Wampus plus Power Stone. That seems the best. All right. I like it. Yeah, that sounds good. Good to me. And we do have to sack this thing. Fair enough. We have 9 mana next turn. Go for the 0-12. So I guess we'll get this down. Can't really tack through the 12-12 for now. This is gonna get hectic, yeah. And then guess we're chilling. No attacks in turn. Do I maybe just start thinning the deck here? Guess we can get white. You get 2 lands from Echoes. Oh shit, okay. Alright, opponent gets their... Opponent's doing it too. Oh, you're asking, I don't know. Me neither. I guess we're gonna find out together. Pass. Get a white. No, I guess we don't. Get 2. Maybe I'll leave this one alone for now. Could get double green. I mean, we do have 2 power stones. What's the chance they blow both my artifacts up? 4 colorless, yeah. Green. And another one, sure. Trigger ability. I guess we go here first, and then maybe next turn we can tap them down and start getting in. I like it. Oh, this has cycling as well, but we don't have the... Okay. Don't have black. Okay. No attacks in turn. Alright. Turn target creature. Aw. Opponent doesn't like fun. Is unsealing just better than eternity? Shit. Resolve. So we can tap these two and get in. We'll draw our, yeah, we do have two of our own. Tap 4. Oh, because tap 4. Oh shit, okay. I forgot about that. Good call. Guess I gotta get a green. Pass. Oh shit. I thought this was my end step. My bad. Guess we can chump here. My turn. Okay. Now, do I just do it again? Turn, he copies it. I guess so. Is that too I don't have any. I only have one blue up currently. Save blue mana.